You know, fam, throughout the whole year that we've been covering Reforge Gaming and, he's had some okay opinions and some that are just like, what are you thinking? What is your thought process? But this one right here, this one about exclusives being anti-consumer and pro-consumer, I just kind of sat there when I saw the clip. I just sat there, kind of thought to myself, really? Really, Reforge? This is the path we're going to go. This is the hill that we're going to die on. And I'm not really surprised he wants to die on this hill, because this is the same person that wants to, not be wrong about Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League. Like, yeah, let's not be surprised about this one, fam. And I'm going to be completely honest, I actually sat here through that 10-minute clip, going over it for a complete hour, making sure I heard everything that this man said was correct. But anyway, before we dive right into the content, you already know what to do. Please go grab yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. And hey, subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to grow my channel to make sure, at least I get to 10K by the end of this year. Because you know what? I want to grow. I want to be something. I want to be something on YouTube. And well, you know what I mean. You guys all know all the sellout stuff, that stuff, blah, blah, blah. So you know what, fam? You've heard me ramble too much. Let's go ahead and just dive right into the content.
Exclusives are anti-consumer. Anti-consumer is a misnomer. It's not a term that makes any sense. Why? Because it assumes there are things that are pro-consumer.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. I'm just kidding!
Oh boy, this is going to be a real fun video because I can already feel the stroke coming on. Oh, freaking ready. Exclusives in nature are anti-consumer. They are pro-fucking corpo in this situation, Reforge. You want to know why? Because I have to go buy their competing platform just to play that fucking specific game. So, for example, the footage I have right here of Helldivers, thankfully it's on PC, but if it wasn't on PC, I would have to go buy a PlayStation 5 just to play this game. And I know there's a lot of people in the Xbox camp that want this game and they want to play it and have fun, which I don't blame you guys. This game is really fun. But exclusives within themselves are anti-exclusive because I have to come out of pocket extra money just to play one specific game. Also, saying there's nothing pro-consumer about the gaming industry, there is. There's one game that actually does prove it that recently, well not recently, that came out last year called Lethal Company with zero microtransactions, a low barrier to entry to enter the game, and mind you, no microtransactions all where they gatekeep skins and all that type of stuff. No, you can mod the game with any skins you want, any emotes you want. The fucking developer doesn't care at all, to be honest with you guys. But that is some pro-consumer stuff where I don't have to worry about microtransactions. All I have to worry about really is just getting my friends into a game and just enjoying myself with the mods. That's it. That is pro-consumer within itself, Reforge. Hell, Game Pass within itself, I kid you not, is a great value in my opinion. And I just pay $16 a month and I get to access to 1,000 games. And I could try them and I get a discount on the games when I could buy them and support the developers if I really like the game. Yeah, no, please, Reforge, keep up this delusion saying, no, I really screwed that up. Pro-consumer doesn't exist. It's all a facade. Yeah.
There's no such thing as pro-consumer. There never has been. We use these terms because we're like, well, this thing, we've said that about Helldivers. We're like, this monetization is pro-player. And what we really mean is it's leaning toward the player in a way that is, it's something you can interact with and not feel like you're being taken advantage of.
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
When I saw this on Twitter, just to make sure, and I know Astro doesn't post fucking false fucking or out of state fucking clips, I know. I had to go to Reforge's stream just to make sure this is all fucking true. Every ounce of fucking word Reforge actually said into this. And shout out to my boy Astro. That dude is a real fucking G. If you're watching this video, man, shout out to you. You comment, I'm gonna pin you in this. Anyway, But congratulations, Reforge. You just countered your own argument by explaining that something that does exist. Like, Jesus. This is what happens when you just dedicate yourself to microtransaction riddled games. Like, this dude has still been capping for anti-consumer games like fucking Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, fucking Destiny. This dude straight caps for that stuff. And honestly, I'm surprised this dude even has a following still to this day. It absolutely boggles my mind that anybody sits here and listens to this man and what he spews out to people. Like, I'm actually stupefied that he actually did this mental gymnastics, basically saying pro-consumer doesn't exist. Then he proceeds to explain it. Like, dude, you need to listen to yourself sometimes. You just literally counted yourself. Just in that single clip right there, he let his intrusive thoughts win. He let his he let his inner fanboy come out and try to protect his exclusives. God, PlayStation fanboys are such a joke. Not even the Xbox fanboys have anything on the PlayStation fanboys, and that gets a Gara approval seal. Oh my God!
But don't be fooled. The only reason they're doing that is because the developers decided this is the best way for us to make profit. It's driven by profit. It's not driven by you. They're not like, well, we really care about the player. No, you care about profitability.
If you're a bad company like Activision, where you only care about profit, then yes. But if you're like an indie dev like Palworld and the Helldivers developers in this situation, you care about your fans. You want to make them happy. So when you make them happy, they're going to be able to want to, like, I don't know, spend more fucking money to make your profit margins even better. That's what the fucking big ass corporations have lost these days. Make your customers happy and then the money will flow. It should be customers first, then the money. But these fucking AAA and the quadruple A like Ubisoft over here forgot, maybe we should actually make our games fun so we can make our customers happy, so then they can look at like microtransactions and feel like, you know what? They did an awesome fucking job on this game and I want to spend more money, and tell them like, hey, you know what? Here's my money. Thank you for doing an awesome job, guys. Here you go. Like, for example, between you and me, okay, Reforge, between you and me, to be completely fucking honest, see, I don't push my memberships onto my viewers because my viewers actually just want to come and enjoy my video, leave a comment and like, and then just go on to enjoy the rest of their day. Because unlike you have to sit there all day on your stream begging for memberships when it's just a total optional thing for my viewers to become a member. And mind you, it's totally optional, and I start to need, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I need to start using the memberships a lot easier. You know, make videos a lot fucking early access and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that with videos now, so we could just add more value to the members. Because unlike you, I'm not going to, back to the main topic, I should say. So back to you, Reforge, okay? I'm not going to sit here all day on my ass and beg for memberships and barely give anything back to my community. Because you know what? Because I am nothing like you, and I pray to God every single day, I am nothing like you.
The notion that exclusives is anti-consumer, it's like, how many developers have come out and said that building for one ecosystem is better for us? You get the product to market faster, it's better optimized, and it's easier on us as the developer. And you're like, it's anti-consumer. Shut up.
Come on, that's a bunch of horse shit.
So I did about an hour's worth of research on this, and I came to find out that the only two that really do come up, and I think he's ever freaking covered, Reforge, is an article about Yoshi P about Final Fantasy 16 being on PlayStation 5 and not the PC or Xbox, and one from Todd Howard. So we're really going to use Todd Howard as a reliable source. We're going to use his sweet little lies in this situation, Reforge. Because we all know when Starfield launched, it was a buggy-free mess, right, guys? Enemies weren't clipping through their grounds, dialogue wasn't messing up, sometimes fucking loading screens wouldn't load correctly, that type of thing, right? Starfield was absolutely flawless. And hey, let's talk about Final Fantasy 16 real quickly, too. That performance mode, that flawless 4K, that delicious 4K with that good old frame rates going. Yeah, totally flawless, exclusively designing for one console, man. Totally fine. Fucking the delusion that this man thinks that these exclusive benefits anybody really doesn't, except for the corpos. And that's why we say it is anti-consumer in the first place.
Because they basically posture like it's an us versus them. It's us, the consumer, against these greedy corporate overlords. And it's like, no, we're all in this together. It's a symbiotic relationship. You can't be pro-gamer and constantly wail on the developers for doing what's necessary to make money, because that's what they're supposed to do.
Your boots, sir.
I know what you're trying to do in this situation, Reforge, and I'm not falling for it, okay? The developers are not the problem in this situation. We understand that they need to make money. Completely understandable. The problem here is the big corpos, the greedy corpos that just want to put out live service games and just want to gouge our pockets of every single cent we have in our pockets. Instead of let's just make a product that people are going to enjoy, then let the money come. Just like what happened with Lethal Company, just like what happened with Power World, and like what happened with Helldivers. It is so fucking obvious that it should be it's practically slapping you in the face, Reforge. And like you said, it has to be symbiotic. One has to give the other fairly, not one gives very, 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 very little and then the other gives a whole bunch, okay? It cannot be like that. It cannot sustain like that. And it's pretty obvious with your favorite little game of the year, it actually fucking failed. And it should be very, very obvious. But I don't think it's going to slap you in the face anytime soon. Hey, Reforge?
Do things like Genshin does with the pity and the almost won and the sunk cost, and so you keep spending money, right? Sure, we can call out scummy practices, but to act like exclusives are somehow anti-consumer when you get a product faster and at better quality and the developers like it, and then, yes, you can port it to other platforms later.
So tired of this. Freaking go away, you freak.
Oh, so now we're allowed to call out bad practices where they manipulate people like that. Oh, that's okay now, Reforge? It's perfectly fine, even though they earn like millions upon millions with this manipulative practice. Get the fuck out of here, Reforge. I swear to God, you are a corporate bootlicker if I've ever seen one in my life. Hell, I'd put you right next to Harmon Smith if I could. You do understand, I'm going to say this again, that Starfield and Final Fantasy 16 and Forspoken were absolutely terrible on launch, okay? I mean, not as bad as for Final Fantasy 16, that was alright, but that resolution was absolutely terrible. But my point still stands in this situation. Just because it's exclusive doesn't mean it's going to have high quality with it. Hell, the biggest franchise in the world, Pokemon, released Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and that was an absolute buggy mess. And it's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. So are you going to sit there that exclusives being to one platform actually benefits it? Are you sure about that? You want to check your notes again, Reforge? Or do you want to go check your sources once again? Because we all know your sources really, really suck.
I have no problem with timed exclusivity if that's the goal. I have no problem with that. But you can't sit here and act like building a game for the Nintendo Switch or building a game for the PS5, they've invested the money, the R&D, the tech, they worked hand in hand with the developers to ensure that the product, can come to market in a good way, optimized and on time. You can't sit here and say that's anti-consumer when consumers benefit from it.
Reforge, even time exclusives are anti-consumer because they don't have to disclose it that it's a time exclusive. They're like, you know what? I'll go buy a PlayStation because this exclusive looks awesome. Only to come out and find out a year later, oh, it's coming to the fucking PC, the Xbox, and everything else. Like, oh, I just wasted $500 buying this piece of plastic that I'm probably never going to use again. It is anti-fucking consumer. Also, the past 7 years with these exclusives being optimized and actually high quality, over the past 7 years, you can pick out like a shitload of them and show it to anybody saying, yeah, these weren't optimized correctly at all, and they were terrible to launch. Hell, even Starfield's still terrible to this day with all its bugs.
Why is your consumer ideology more important than theirs? Why do you just get to speak for the consumer blank check? Like, yeah, that's anti-consumer. Oh, I get it. It's anti-consumers like you. Ideologues who think games should just be everywhere. Developers should just build their game for every platform and spread their budget and their optimization and their efficacy thin. They should do that because that's pro-consumer.
Aren't you the same guy having a titty attack about the fact that Starfield was supposed to come to PlayStation? Weren't you the same guy having that attack? Yeah, you were that same guy. You know, it absolutely amazes me when it's Xbox's exclusives, it's okay. But when it's PlayStation's exclusives, it's not okay at all. Also, I want to add this to the discussion too. Your exclusives, you know, is no longer sustainable. Okay? Spider-Man 2 sold pretty well, but apparently to Sony, it wasn't even justifiable for the budget that they put into this game. You do understand that too. So in this situation right here, and I'm going to laugh if it happens too, if Xbox is successful with its exclusives, what do you think? What do you think Sony's going to do in this situation? They're already going day and date with PC. They're just starting that up. And if Xbox is very, very successful on the PlayStation, you don't think Sony's going to port their games over to Xbox too? So they can actually make up the difference? Because apparently the Sony fucking community is not doing that. And hey fam, in the PlayStation community, you subscribe to the channel. Hi guys, I know, I pay attention to your comments. But my point is that you guys want bigger and better games, but it comes at a price for doing that. And when Sony eventually starts porting games over to Xbox and we have that absolute unity, the absolute fucking exclusive end era of all this bullshit, I will be laughing in your face, Reforge.
Yes, it's so great to get multi-plat titles that were clearly not ready for launch but had to come to market anyway because eventually you got to crap or get off the pot, and we get games that aren't even ready for launch like Jedi Survivor. That's great. Yes, let's all stand and just raise a flag for that nonsense.
Oh, yeah, it was totally the exclusivity, you know, it not being in play here to be an exclusive to PlayStation. It wasn't the fact that management kind of sat there and said, the game is fine. Go ahead and launch it anyway. I don't care. We can't keep delaying this game. We need to make our profit margin. No. It's totally the exclusive thing. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why people are subscribed to fucking Reforge. It actually just pisses me off that I actually have to put work into my content while this dude sits here on his ass spouting all this fucking bullshit. I swear, man.
I'm telling you, the ideology of a lot of these people that go out here and they create content and they create tweet threads and they create everything. It's like all you're doing is creating some notion that developers should take on more work and take longer to bring something to market, but not charge any more money. What you're asking for is, I'm sorry, it's idiotic. It's absolutely idiotic.
Okay, yeah, they shouldn't charge us more. They just put that little effort in to port it to Xbox and PC. It's going to make up the fucking difference when people say a fun game. Just imagine if Helldivers came to the Xbox, and I see a lot of people out there, especially in the Xbox the Xbox camp, saying, oh my god, this looks like an ODST fucking player's wet dream, and I kind of agree with them. Like, I kid you not, if you guys could get your hands on a good PC, and you could go buy Helldivers to enjoy this game, do it. It is fun. If you ever wanted a game to be designed by 343, kind of be like an ODST mixture with other franchises, this game is really up your alley. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be featuring this game a hell of a lot more in my videos because this game is absolutely fun to play.
PCs? You think PCs are going to take over the world? I know the PC Master Race guys think that because they're drunk on this hubris that's what's coming. Is it's PC. It's all going to be PC. And it's like, no. There's literally no way you're going to convince that level of market share to just suddenly abandon what they've done since childhood.
They're already doing it right now, Reforge. They're already porting their games over to PC right now. Helldivers is on PC right now. Spider-Man is on PC. Fucking God of War is on PC. And I'm going to be frankly honest too, and this is my favorite saying since ever I became a PC player too. You may have your exclusives now. They may not get ported over immediately, but eventually all your exclusives come to PC. No matter how much you dislike it or like it, it all eventually comes to PC. Just like Bloodborne. Oops.
The anti-exclusive diatribes and suddenly acting like, oh, this is great, this is fantastic, exclusives are bad. It's not driven, and this is why I get frustrated by it. The people that are suddenly like, yeah, exclusives are bad, this is where the industry's going, I'm glad Microsoft's doing this. It's not driven by what they believe. It isn't. Because they didn't believe it until this week.
No. It didn't happen this week, okay? You know, Reforge, I want you to stay here with me. This happened during the fucking 1/4 of the lifespan of the Xbox One's fucking lifespan. You know, I sat there with no exclusives, bored out of my mind, along with my friends, that we just sat on the UI, the basic, you know, the homepage, just sat there and talk and played maybe once in a while played Destiny or Smite, but we just sat there like, this is useless. The consoles suck. And you know what put the final nail in the coffin for that whole situation? Because I got to give these two content creators that opened my mind to this situation around that time. I have to thank Fertanga and Oh No, It's Alex. They showed me this wonderful world of PC, of everything that you can do 1,000 times better than you could do on console. The amount of freedom that you would have versus the console. So once we get further and further into the fucking development of games, it's going to be a lot better for these fucking developers to port to other consoles and to PCs. Because you know what? That's where they're going to be able to make more profit versus being exclusive. And thankfully, fam, that is the end of the video. Oh my god, that take from freaking Reforge just threw me through a loop. I'm just like, there's no way this is real, but sadly it was. But anyway, like I always say, guys, if you enjoy this type of content, do all that solid stuff by liking, comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely bring more content for you guys. But you know what? Besides all that solid stuff, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.
You're like a